So the new Fable game looks really good. Like one of those games where you immediately think, yeah, I want to spend time in that world. But then the second thought hits. Am I actually going to be able to play this in the way I play games now? Or is this just another one to get excited about, play a few times, and then just kind of stop opening? Fable is a single-player open-world RPG, and that part is actually important. Because from everything we've seen so far, there's no sign of online systems or anything like that. It's just you in the world. And the tone is very Fable. You've got a big fantasy setting, choices that shape your character, and a lot of humor mixed in. It's not trying to be super serious all the time, and honestly, that works in its favor. Because most nights I'm not looking for something intense, I just want something I can get into without having to fully lock in. The only question is, how much time is this version going to expect from you? So instead of asking if this game is good, I'm looking at it a little differently. Does this actually fit into real life right now? Because my playtime isn't long sessions anymore, it's smaller windows. So I'm putting it through what I call the dad test. First thing, can I get something meaningful done in under an hour? Because that's realistically what most sessions look like. And sometimes even less than that. Sometimes it's like I just sat down and now I'm already thinking about going to sleep. Now, based on what we've seen, this is a pretty large open world, which usually means one of two things. Either quests are structured and contained, or there's a lot of setup before anything really happens. And the second one is where it gets tricky. Because if a session turns into moving around, talking to a few people, getting sidetracked, then suddenly your time is gone. And it doesn't really feel like you've made progress. And then the next time you come back, you're just trying to figure out what you were doing, which happens more than I'd like to admit. The good news is, older Fable games were pretty good about keeping things moving. So if they stick with that structure, this could actually work really well. If not, it might take a little longer to get into each session. Now this part is actually pretty straightforward. This is a single player game, so realistically, you should be able to pause and step away whenever you need to. This matters more than anything, because interruptions aren't rare, they're just part of playing. Being able to stop instantly and come back later is basically required. The bigger question is saving, and this is where we don't have full details yet. But historically, Fable has been pretty forgiving. Autosaves, checkpoints, and not overly punishing systems. If that continues, this should work really well for shorter sessions. If not, that's where it starts to feel less flexible. And less flexible usually means harder to stick with. Then there's progression, and this is where games can really go either way. Some games let you jump in, do something, feel progress right away. Others are more about building towards something over time. From what we've seen so far, Fable looks like it leans towards faster feedback, which is good. But if it adds heavier systems, more management, longer upgrade paths, then your time starts to get split between playing and setting things up for later. And when time is limited, the second part becomes a lot harder to justify. This part matters more than I expected. How does it feel when you're tired? Because most of my playtime is at the end of the day, and at this point, I'm not trying to optimize everything, learn systems, or make perfect decisions. I just want something that feels easy to get into. And Fable looks like it might land in a good spot here. It's slower, a little more relaxed, and doesn't take itself too seriously. That kind of tone works really well when you're just trying to unwind. But here's the reality. This still looks like a big RPG, and big RPGs usually take time. So even if everything works, there's still a chance that this becomes something I enjoy in small pieces, but never actually finish. And honestly, that's just kind of where I'm at with games like this now. So, is this actually dad-friendly? I'd say yes, with a couple caveats. It checks most of the important boxes. It's single player, it should be easy to step away from, and the overall pace looks manageable in shorter sessions. The main question is just how much time it ends up demanding overall. But based on what we've seen so far, this looks like something that should work well for how I play now. And if you're trying to figure out what games actually fit into real life, this is what I'm doing here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you after bedtime.